I'm going to go over a few mistakes that could absolutely destroy your English pronunciation progress. If your goal is to speak English a little bit more clearly, or you're feeling you're repeating yourself, you want to know what these mistakes are so you can avoid them and save yourself some time. Now, most people wouldn't leave the house before they just quickly took a look at themselves, make sure they've got nothing in their teeth or their buttons are all buttoned up properly. Now, you wouldn't go to a photo shoot never having looked, just a little quick check, make sure there's nothing in your teeth, make sure everything's looking okay and your hair's not crazy or something. The same goes for your English pronunciation when you're practicing. The equivalent of looking in the mirror before you leave or before taking a picture is very similar to recording yourself. And so many people avoid this step because it's uncomfortable. It really is. No one likes listening to their own voice. And there are a lot of reasons why that is the case and why your voice sounds super different than you recognize it when you're listening and a recording. But I digress. Whether it's uncomfortable or not, it is actually an extremely important thing to do because number one, you want to be able to increase your ability to hear the differences in your pronunciation and to hear if you like the changes you're making. It's really important. You want to like how you sound. By recording yourself, not only are you increasing your ability to notice the times that you miss a sound, and in this case we're working on TH, so you're going to be listening to yourself reading a document or reading an email or a book, whatever it is you want to read out loud. Record yourself when you're reading and afterwards listen to it. It's kind of the most important part. That's when you actually have a chance to decide if you like how you sound. It's also a chance to find out if you missed anything. Maybe there were some THs that you actually missed, or maybe there were some THs where you blew a little bit too much and it didn't sound very natural to you. You're going to want to read out loud multiple times a day as much as possible. If it's feasible for you to read out loud, maybe your emails at work, then do that. Read out loud with intention. So don't skip that step, okay? It will help you. Just like a comedian who's trying out brand new jokes for the very first time, goes on stage, tries a couple out. This is a very important step in getting really good at your new skill. English pronunciation is no different. It is something that people really do avoid though, and it's trying out their skills with others. It's kind of important, it's kind of essential. So a mistake you can make is learning this skill and never using it with people. When you're speaking with other people, friends, and family, try it out and throw a little bit of what you've learned into your conversations, even in a subtle way, is practice. And it's an essential step to becoming habitual when you're speaking. So do not avoid using it with people, because if you never use it in conversation, in real life situations, you kind of just destroy all the progress that you've made. But I always tell my clients to pay attention to the body language of your listener. Is your listener noticing? And the goal is that they don't. The goal is that you just have a natural conversation and you're able to find the sounds as you're practicing and talking. Because this is your next step to conversation, I always recommend reading out loud and finding your sound, getting as quick as you can, and don't forget, record yourself, okay? Grab your phone. You really do want to hear yourself and analyze yourself. Because remember, we're checking the mirror before we take our pictures. We want to know, how does it sound? Do we like it? And once we have some kind of comfort with it and we feel like we're at a fast pace when we're reading, then trying it with other people and inserting that sound while having conversations will feel really weird, but it is an essential part of changing your speech. And if that's your goal, to speak clearly and to feel confident, you kind of have to go through a very uncomfortable phase. And that's just talking with other people. So if you're at the grocery store and you're looking for something, throw in your sound. Say thank you with your TH sound. Pay attention to every word that's coming out of your mouth. And think of THs as your opportunity to practice whenever you're talking. If you have found any of this information even a little bit helpful, please press that little thumbs up guy, that like button, because I want to share this information with other people just like you who are struggling. Thank you very much. You're finding your goal sound and you're producing it as quickly and naturally as you can, in the best way you can. And you're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. You're going to miss a lot, but you're going to get some of them. rhythm, and that is awesome. That's progress. Try to find that sound in your conversation, specifically using some words that you use every day, like thank you. And if you want to learn more about any of the resources I have, go to my website. You'll see a book, an audiobook, virtual coaching, and one-on-one coaching. And if you're happy with just learning with me here, awesome. And once you've tried a little bit of practice with other people and you've been doing some really great reading and you've recorded yourself and you feel like you sound pretty natural, you might want to know, well, what's the next step? Or how do I make this a habit for myself so I don't have to think about it anymore? I just want to talk. If that's what you're looking for, then click on this video right over here. That's where we're going to talk about building a habit. There's our marathon. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you there.